What's good? What's good? What's popping? I got everybody by surprise. It's 12 noon. I had this scheduled to I was going to be scheduled to go live on 2:45, but I just finished doing some exercises, went for a walk, took the dog for a walk, came back home, exercised a little bit more again, and I was just feeling energized to do this episode. And so I got a question for you in regards to this episode. What is your vision for your life, fellas? Things young black men should know. What's your vision for your life? For those who are just getting started, turn 18, you graduated from high school. For those who are 17, you got a year to go. For those who are 15, those who are 10 years old might be a little young. Let's say around 15 to 18. You gotta start having a vision for yourself. For guys that are 18, just graduating, get ready to get into either college or you're gonna get into the workforce. I won't say nothing about college this time around. Maybe another episode we'll dive into that a little bit, just my thoughts on some things. But whatever it is you're gonna be doing, fellas turning 18, fellas who are already in the workforce or in college, fellas who are having families already, even the fellas who are in their 40s, 50s. What's your vision, man? Even 60s, man. You still could say you have a vision for your life. Again, those who have families, what's your vision for your family? We're going to get into that, man. All right. Today's topic is have a vision. All right. Fellas, you got to have a vision for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're rocking with the best thoughts of the week. Let's get it.
You're listening to Thoughts of the Week.
All right, fellas. These are things that young black men should know. And one of those things is you got to have a vision. So what's your vision? So you can say vision could be your goals in life. Vision are the things where you see yourself, where you want to see yourself. And you don't even have to extend it out 5 to 10 years. You can extend it out for the next 3 years, right? You can look in from where you at right now and then start thinking about what you want to do in your life, where you want to see yourself in life. What is that vision? What does that vision look like? All right. For yourself personally, you might have children. It might only be you and your girl at the time, might be you and your wife at the time. What is your vision for yourself? What are your vision as far as you and your significant other? What is your vision for your children? Where you want to see your kids at? What schools you want to see them at? What kind of education do you want to see them have? All right. What type of knowledge? What do you visualize the type of information you want them to have? If you want to visualize even fast forward, even though your kids might be 5, 6, 7 years old, you might want to visualize where you want to see them in high school, what high schools you think you might want to have them go to, what type of college, if you so choose, for them to go. Or you would choose, it'll be up to them still if they wanted to go or not in the grand scheme of things, but where you want to see them grow to, got to have a vision. All right. I always say, I looked at things now. A lot of people say, what's your mission? I always say, what's your vision? Your vision is your mission. That's how I look at it. So even when you break it down in the sense of like when you look at, and I don't know how they would look at it, but I'm just saying this is how I would see it. If they would use, the military would use mission. So they'll say they have to go to this country and have to capture X, Y, and Z person, or X person, Y person, Z person, or they got to go rescue. So they're visualizing, or they would visualize, hey, okay, this is the person we have to rescue, or this is the person we have to capture and get information from that'll keep folks safe, so to speak. A lot of times, I would read, again, and you might have heard me say this on other broadcasts. I would read, like to read about different, how the Green Berets think, how the Navy SEALs think, how they operate, what is their mindset, how they go about things. And from the books I read, some of them mention they would visualize. They would do a mental movie and visualize their actions every step of the way of what they're trying to do or what they're trying to accomplish. So you might need to do the same thing. And again, like I said, your vision is a goal. It's a target you want to hit. You can have several visions or several targets or several goals, and you can sit down and think about one in particular goal or vision you have and start breaking it down the same way, like running a mental movie in your head, and take it step by step. Okay, I have to do this. And then from this here, I go to the next step or the next target. You can have small little targets to go to your main vision or your main target or your main goal. And you just kind of run through the steps of what you need to do. Some people do it, they run backwards. They'll say, well, the goal is to do this. And then they'll say right before that main goal, what was the step right before that? And then they'll go, what is the step before that step? Or you can do it the forward way. Okay, what steps do I need to take to get to that particular vision or make that vision a reality? All right. For some, it's to go to college. For some, it's to start a business. So what do you need to do to start a business? You start thinking about what it is you want to do in your, what type of business you want to start. All right. That's a step. Another step can be, if you're not too knowledgeable about it, or even if you have some knowledge about it, you maybe want to read some more about it. If it's just like, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur, you just want to read books on entrepreneurship. And then somewhere along the way, your vision might become clearer, because entrepreneurship is just a broad name and it's not specific, and you might need to get a little bit more specific in regards to entrepreneurship. Do you want to sell products? Do you want to have a service? Do you want to have a combination of the two? Right? Do you want to operate more than one business? You want to have several online businesses? You want to have maybe a couple of physical businesses that you also have online? And on top of that, you have separate online businesses that are separate from the physical business. So if you're just thinking about entrepreneurship, you just get some books, read articles on it, and then somewhere along the lines, you'll get that vision as to what it is you actually want to do then. And then you can kind of branch off and start learning about that specific thing that you had that vision on. All right. So again, these are things that Black men should know, and that is always have a vision, man. Again, you have children, you want to have a vision at at their early age as to where you want to see them progress to. You might want your children to learn or to know that they can make extra income or have multiple ways of generating income as they're going through high school or even middle school in their teenage years. So if they're 4, 5, 6 now, you start preparing how you're going to set that up. So when they start getting into their preteens, maybe you start giving them more information, putting them up on some things. And then as they roll into their teens, you already have them set up. There's loads of apps about investing. Maybe that's one of the things you want your kids to know. You set up a checking account, bank account, and there might be 10, 11 in their preteens, 10, 11, 12, and maybe starting in 13, you already have them set up for an Acorn account or a Stack account or a Robinhood account. You have their checking account linked to that, and you start showing them how to invest. And you walk through it with them, and then you start letting them do it on their own, and you kind of monitor it so that you can show them how they can generate income that way. You also might show them how they can take some of that, the residuals from that, and maybe put it into starting an online business. Although you really don't need any money to start something online. There's resources that like PayHip, like Gumroad, like Sell. Some of these services you can get started for free, and the site just takes a percentage of whatever you sell. So you can start creating digital products, right? It can be courses, it can be books, or again, you can go to Amazon and sell Kindle books. So you might have your kid write a book about something that they're interested in, and then put it up there for them to sell, and then take the money that they make from that. That might be one of your visions, just as an example. They could take the money they make from the sales of those Kindle books, and then put a little bit into investing in stock. All right. And you can show them, and then they'll see in real time how this works. And it might be an encouraging thing that makes them move on to continuing that process. How can they expand? When you sit down there, I just talked about making time to think. You can sit down with them and have some think time, which can be just a strategy session. That can be the think time of how you can expand this online business and how can you expand the stock portfolio. All right. That can be your vision for your kids at an early age. Okay. So it's very important to have a vision. And like I said, you can have more than one. Okay. Don't be stuck on just having one vision, and it's okay if that's all you have, that's all you want to have. That's cool. You can have several little visions. Again, like I said, you can have several goals. That's what a vision is, where you see yourself. And before I get out of here, I'm going to mention this. I use an example, Garrett Morgan, the one who invented the traffic light. All right. The gas mask and a few other inventions. He had a vision. All right. When it came to the gas mask, he seen that firefighters were having issues going into buildings, suffocating for the smoke. So he had a vision like, man, I could have something that can keep them from choking. That was a vision of his. And he took the steps to make that vision a reality. All right. Same thing with other inventors. They had a vision based off of a problem they seen, and they made that vision come to reality. Okay. So it's very important, young black men and black men period, to have a vision. All right. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. That's my dog there. So when you on live, things happen sometimes. All right. But again, you guys have a vision for yourself, for your life. You have family, have a vision for where you want to see them go, and try to make it happen. All right. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. As always, comment, let me know what you think. Pass this on to others if you think they can use that information. And we'll see you on the next one. All right. You're rocking with the best thoughts of the week. I'm out of here. Peace.